Okay, welcome. This is the first of a little bit of a Zodiac series that I felt really called to contribute because I feel like all the archetypes are contributing something really valuable at this time. So I feel like it's a great time for all of us to really learn from the energies themselves. So we're starting with Aries. So if you resonate with Aries energy at this time, we've got two pre-pulled messages, and then we'll do two of the tarot decks here. We got a Rider-Waite and an Aquarian tarot, just to get like an overall energy and continue. But anyways, the pre-existing downloads really had to do about the home feeling, like being Aries being afforded a new home space, a new place that they're having to remember what it's like to really be their childlike self and jump into being home again, somewhere new, and are to their own surprise are finding that they are in their head about something that seemingly comes very natural to them. And so it says, my every thought is attracting its vibrational essence, which I think is just really huge. Like, I think Aries is really getting reminded right now, like, we had a prior way of existing where we didn't or were unaware that there was a link between what we were attracting in our lives and the thoughts we were thinking, right? That's maturation. That's becoming an adult. Childhood is really protected because you are allowed to think without consequences, so to speak. Because there's a degree of you still trying to learn and understand how things are working. So, right, because there's this acknowledgement of the environment and the leaders in your life and the people that are showing you what this is supposed to be like whatever tools you have, you're learning from them. So there was always that sort of fallback. But I feel like Aries has come into this maturation where they've manifested big time. Of course, it's what they do. But they're seeing just how quick every single thought is now vibrationally attracting the essence of something that they're thinking. And it's showing them how much in their previous cycle what they were being tested on was sort of deciphering and having discernment between when they're really being disciplined, or when they're just allowing their energy to just sort of dissipate into whatever. So whether you are thinking about wanted things or unwanted things, you are still sending out a request to attract more things like the subject of your thought. And all things that happen to you, all people, things, experiences that come to you, come in response to your vibrational invitation. So at the same time, there is a level of receptivity that you should be having with the people that are around you, the things that are around you, because you've called all of them to you, there's no playing coy, you, Aries, you manifested the big kid. Being a big kid is saying and taking ownership of what you're doing, So noticing how things are turning out for you is one very clear way of understanding which vibrational requests you are emanating. Because I feel like Aries is also like, how do I know what I'm thinking? How do I know what's coming in? Aries is asking for somebody to give them the very bare, the meat and potatoes, which is just, but you see what I mean? That kind of consciousness, and it's no, we're gonna have to do more work, right? We're going to have to start looking at how things are turning out for ourselves and synthesizing the kind of person we are, because some of you are amazing, some of you are doing amazing things, some of you continually supersede everything and everyone, and you aren't paying attention to all the things that are just happening to you or happening for you by your mere thought, you know what I mean? So then you don't actually understand which vibrational requests you're emanating, because you're always getting the essence of what you're thinking about, whether you want it or not. So this is also you're going to have to walk this path whether you want it or not. I feel like Spirit's saying to you, Aries. Why? And here's the healing medicine for that. So thank you for taking that awareness, but now the healing medicine is unlimited possibilities. I'm seeing a tree in full bloom sun card, right? Because it's also 19. This is not a traditional tarot adjacent, but anywho. When fall turns into winter, The leaves fall from the trees, birds fly south, plants go dormant, some even die, having lived the life they were meant to. Do we ever panic and wallow in the fear that this is it? There will never be another robin singing. There will never be another ripe tomato. No, we don't. Why is that? We know that after winter, spring will return, followed by the bounty of summer. It is so in your life. At any given time, there are unlimited possibilities for you and yours. Many different paths to take, many different options available. Let's soak that in for a second, Aries. Because you are just now baby butting into a new world where you're realizing, like, holy cow, there are unlimited ways for me to go with this. And some of you are like, this is a big kid bike. I don't know if I can ride it. Like, and Spirit's like, you can. And you will. There are many different paths to take, many different options available. Do not get bogged down into thinking in a linear fashion, right? Don't process new people that way. Don't, show up at work in a linear fashion. There's nothing linear about you, Aries. You know what I mean? So don't try that method where you think you're like, I'm seeing Aries when the little kids stack on each other's shoulders and they like sneak into a club, but they're like dressed in a big coat and glasses and they're like, oh, I'll have a martini, but it's like 3 wobbling kids. I feel like every show has like done a take on that, but it's like that little charade, you're not blending in, Aries. You know what I mean? You're not just like accept the bounty of what, like the fact that it can't go anywhere, and that's the freedom you've always wanted. You don't have to fear your own superpower. Ooh, Aries, do not fear your own superpower. Open your eyes and your heart and feel the power your free will and choice brings to you. Your free will and choice is starting to, don't be like, like I feel like Aries is like, whoa, like I just did magic. Make your life what it is meant to be. Aries, that's the healing medicine that Spirit has. That's the shamanic healing medicine. Because you just came off of a deep shamanic journey where you were learning by trial and error in a very security-based home, inner home kind of way, the power of your thoughts. And as soon as you made the connection of just how powerful you are, unlimited possibilities come to the foreground. Aries, I tell you what, these messages are powerful, and I'm so glad it's a mini-series. What? The 5 of Cups in reverse. Bottom of this deck. 8 of Swords. Okay, Aries. Aries has been very aware that extended time, maybe you spent too long doing something, or you waited too long for something, or you wallowed in something, and you know that it's the direct result of the bind that you find yourself in. 7 of Swords, deception of energy. The bottom of this deck, 6 of Pentacles, the karma. You're only lying to yourself by staying here and keeping your attention focused on anything negative. It's going to sting. It's just immediate. It's like that's not entering this emotional space anymore, because it throws your physical root chakra off balance. Like it affects that directly, but it also leaves you mentally imprisoned, right? So Aries just needs to breathe into the unlimited possibilities. That's why there's 2 cups behind you. You knocked over those cups, bro. Don't sit there and cry because you knocked the cups over because you needed to. But you're deceiving yourself by thinking this is a sad thing. It's not a sad thing. It's a good thing. You're finally doing the Aries thing that only you know how to do, and you can't be in your head about doing the Aries thing. We've cleared the way for you, Aries, so that you can show us how to have on our kinky boots. You know what I mean? Like, so let's just do that, and let's just be that right now. But we can't continue to throw off our fiscal balance that we deserve because of all the work you're doing by deceiving ourselves and staying hooked on phonics. I heard, I don't know, whatever, dude, but it's all synchronistic, it's all aligning. But Aries, you are at the top. You are a fully blossomed tree. This is where there are so many, like, if, because you know, magic wands can't just be made out of any old wood. Like, I'm sure there's just history on the wood used for wands and things like that. So I think of a tree that produces a lot of really good wood for all of your magic wands. Like, all these natural branches could be used to craft, for you to craft some new, like, you have so much, like, you didn't just tap into the magician, you tapped into the magicians, like the genie of all of our magic energy and power. So Aries is really powerful right now, and you can yield us into just hot girl summer, bro. It's coming. Like, the 21st is gonna be a lituation. I tell you what, the last 6 months have been transformative. Congratulations, Aries. This is great timing because I feel like the depth of this video really nourished and took you there, but it's also time conscious. So thank you, 1111.